All right, there we are. What's up, everyone? Good morning. Way out east on Long Island. What a peaceful morning. Sun's coming up behind me. That angle of the sun starting to come up over the ocean. That means it's time to go home. Time to go back to New York City, which always sucks. But I had deer in the field behind me this morning. We got a couple Bambis that were born, I don't know, in the last few months, and of course, one of the Bambis will be just squashed on the road because we have this dirt road where people just can't help themselves, and they're gonna crush one of these. I just hope I'm not out here when it happens. It's so obvious. Every evening we see the deer come across. They want to be on this side. They want to be on the dune. They want to be dropping their deer ticks all over the place. They want to be eating whatever they could find. And you see them trying to cross the road. They kind of look both ways, but it's all willy-nilly. And you see the cars vroom, vroom, going about 40 miles an hour when they're supposed to be going 20. It's just a matter of time. I don't want to be out here when that happens. That's for sure. Let's say good morning to some people. We got Mike O'Donnell. What's up, Mike? Good morning, all. Good morning. Got Jamie Lynn. Good morning, Open Squad. Hope you all have an amazing day. It's just glorious out here. The moon is still out over there. The sun is coming up over the ocean over there. Life is good. Life is good. Richie Rich, morning, who the man? Oh my God! Right off the bat, you want me to do who the man? 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 Earmuffs for half of you. Earmuffs for half of you, because today's man is Obama. 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 Obama is the man today. What? He's the man. He was at the DNC. The DNC is all about fun, fun, fun. Everyone's having fun. Let's have fun. And they're playing songs during the roll call. Every state got a song. You felt like you were at a wedding you didn't want to be at. How much money are we going to put in this stupid envelope? Why am I at a wedding? It's fucking the 4th of July weekend and we're at a wedding. Might as well enjoy the tunes, right? But the DNC, they know how to have fun. Trump's going to have to bring some more fun into his campaign. I'm just saying. I just talk about what I see. And last night, then the Obama came up. The Obama really knows how to speak. He's very good at speaking. And you got to admit that, even if you hate his stupid guts, the guy knows how to deliver a speech. But I don't know if delivering a speech means anything in this day and age. I don't even know when delivering a speech ever meant anything, because the problem with American politics is that Obama's speech is meant for not the converted that are at the DNC. He's hoping to reach people that are undecideds. He's hoping to reach people that are Republicans. He's hoping to reach people that are Trump supporters that maybe are getting tired with the Trump. I don't know. And the problem is no one even wants to listen. So, his amazing speech last night, it was fun to listen to, was for the converted. That's it. No one's gonna search out Obama's speech from the DNC last night. But with that said, he knows how to speak. He's really good. Michelle knows how to speak. I was looking for the Pekka. I didn't see no Pekka. In this day and age, you can't hide the fact. Oh, well, can you hide the fact? Michelle Obama is not a dude. I was looking for the Pekka last night, like everybody else. She walked out. I'm like, all right, let me see what this garbage is about on the internet. And I didn't see anything that made me think that she was born a biological man. But here's the problem with the Obamas. Michelle Obama's speech was good too, obviously, Obviously, obviously they were good speeches. It doesn't mean you have to like it. It doesn't mean you agree with what they were saying. I have a problem with the Obamas because they try to act like they're just regular people that made good in America. And there's still regular people out there. They got at least 4 amazing houses. Amazing. I think they got one in Martha's Vineyard. I think they got one in the Hawaii. I think they got one in DC. And and then they got a little shack in Chicago that's worth $2 million. So they're not just like me and you, as they like to portray. They're uber rich. But with that said, Richie Rich, I think Obama is the man today because for the simple reason, ignore everything I just said, for the simple reason that he made a dick joke last night. See how he spun that? He went after Trump a little bit. Trump is obsessed with crowd size, and then Obama went like this with his hands. We all know what that means. So yes, Obama made a dick joke last night, and that's the reason, Richie Rich, why Obama is the man today. But the DNC thing is fun to watch. The music was fun. Lil Jon coming out saying, "Turned up for what? Is it turned up for what? I'm white." Or is it turned up for what? Is it turned up for what? But that was a great moment, right? That was fun. Everything was fun last night. Fun. Doug was fun. I love Doug. Doug's just a regular guy that is on a text message chain with his old friends. To this day, they text back and forth just like we all do. We all have our little group, our friends, maybe old friends, new friends, maybe a mixture of both. And we're just texting all day long in our group chat. Doug does the same thing. Doug rules. Doug's just a regular guy. He has a fantasy football team. I mean, he's just a regular guy. And he gave up his whole career to follow Kamala Harris around, to put an apron on and make sure the house is tidy and make sure the supper is ready on time. He was a pretty impressive lawyer. He gave it all up to follow Kamala Harris around the country. But here's the thing with the D and the C. It's all about fun right now. Fun. Obama making the deek joke, the Little John with the turned up for what? Don't Stop Believing. The music was fantastic. I was just sitting there going, man, why am I at this wedding? Are you serious? Did they seriously schedule a wedding knowing that the Bills were going to be in the playoffs? Yeah, I've been there too. We've all been there. And then you sneak away to try to get a peek at the game, right? Yeah. But, right now it's fun. But tougher days are ahead for the Kamala Harris. This DNC, just like the RNC, it's one big, kiss ass, a lot of lapping going on. And then, after she makes her speech tomorrow, I guess, then the hard work starts for her. It gets way, way tougher. She's got to answer some tough questions about the economy and about this and that, the border and blah. And then, she's got to debate the Trump, and we'll see what happens at that point. But Richie Rich, who the man? It's Obama for the D joke. I have a love hate for the Obama because the Obama was look. I can only speak for my take on things, but when Obama came into my life, when he was running for the presidency, I saw a drastic change in a guy I was doing a radio show with. A drastic change. I'm like, man, this guy has a bit of an obsession with black people. I didn't know this. So it's a love hate because I think if Obama was never president, I don't know how much of that race stuff would have been brought into the Opie and Anthony show. And people always ask me, did you always know he was racist? First of all, I don't know if he's racist officially because I didn't really hang out with the guy a lot all those years we were doing radio. But I will say this this morning, as far as the race stuff and the race talk goes with the Opie and Anthony show. Like, you put a lobster, right? You put a lobster in a pot of water, lukewarm water. And the lobster's like, oh, okay. I mean, my environment's a little snug, but okay, all right. The water's fresh, and I can see up, and all right. Oh, let me touch this side of the pot. Oh, I think I could touch this side of the pot. And then you turn up the heat, right? You turn up the heat, but it's slow. It's a slow boil, and then the lobster's like, well, it's getting a little warm in here. We must be having a warm front. Oh, I think the water will calm down and get to a better temperature soon. And then it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. And by the time you realize you're in boiling water, it's too late. It's too late. That's how I describe what happened with the Opie and Anthony show and the race discussions that, that started out very slowly. And then by the end, it was just a pot of boiling water. And everyone would leave the studio with very red faces. Tommy Festa! How are you, Tommy? Hey there, Opster. Cheers from Rome, Italy. Cheers, my fellow squad. Oh, my God. We got Tommy Festa checking this out from Rome, Italy. It's got to be... I don't know. I think it's got to be, I'm going to go 6 hours into the future. So what is it, about almost 1 o'clock? Is it almost 1 o'clock in the Italy? Are you having some of that pizza? Are you having some of those tomatoes that they grow in the volcanic ash? Are you bumping into Howard Stern? Because isn't he in Italy with his friends, the Kimmels, as he wears his man purse and his cowboy hat? Have you bumped into him, Tommy Festa? And are you going to really eat Italian food while you're there? I hear the Italian food in Italy is just overrated. It's just overrated. Good morning, Hope. Does Dice contact you? No, he does not contact me. LeBon, good morning, Hope, from beautiful Cuba. So we got Tommy Festa. He's in Rome, Italy. We got this LeBon. He's down in Cuba. He's looking at the Cuban Heinies. And drinking the local brew. Hopefully, I wonder what kind of local brew they got in Cuba. I bet you it's fine stuff. And then I wrote LeBon. I go, LeBon, look, man, Carl turned me on to. I don't even know why. I should have listened when he was telling me, but somewhere along the way, like the Cubans and the Asians got together. They had a little relationship, and a lot of restaurants and cuisine popped up that is a Cuban / Asian fusion. And there was one of these restaurants on the Upper West Side that me and Carl went to a couple times. It was outstanding how good it was. And then I told LeBon about that. I'm like, they got to have some kind of Cuban Asian fusion in Cuba. And he was like, nah, I'm staying away from that. But I bet you're not staying away from the Cuban Heinies, are you now? Good to see you, LeBon. Jedi Grind, $10. Oh my God, hey GH, looking like a nice day. It's absolutely glorious. We had Hurricane Ernesto that just effed up everything out here. Everything. People have been just wandering the beach trying to find their shit. And but I think we're more or less back to normal. We only got like 2 weeks left out here. We got to get the kids back to school. My wife has already given me the schedule, and I'm just like, oh, my God, we're in it to win it. We're in it to win it. We got to talk to I got to talk to teachers in 10 days. Teacher, why am I talking to you? The school year didn't even start. I don't think my parents even knew my teachers' names. Oh, my God. But, hands-on. It's a hands-on school, so we really want to get the parents more involved. But Jedi, thank you for the $10. Yeah, the sun is literally, it's literally coming up over kind of the ocean. I can't move my shit, but in another week or two, the sunrise will be right behind me coming up over the ocean. And I'll certainly do more live streams out here in the off season. Absolutely. Paul, $1.99 like clockwork. Thank you, Paul. Greatly appreciate it. Oh my God, that was a very, very awkward sip of coffee. I really didn't think I filled up my coffee mug, and I just got a face full of coffee. When the kids back at school, Mike O'Donnell says, like they're like I don't know, and like I think I think 2 weeks from today, they'll be, in school. Fucking nuts. Opie for president. Hell nah. Nah, man, the problem is there's such a divide in this country, and no one wants to hear what the other side has to say. And that goes both ways. The Republicans are saying some good things in there as well, but no one wants to pay attention to that. So that's why I think, they could say how great Michelle Obama's speech was last night and how great Obama's speech was last night. But the people that maybe they were hoping would hear the speech, they're never going to hear the speeches. They're just going to talk about how Michelle Obama has a pecker, and it's just a matter of time before it slips out. And what do they say about Obama? I don't even know anymore. I have no idea. I just know it's fun. It's so much fun to watch Obama speak. Fun for everybody. And he made a D joke. I mean, come on. That's good stuff right there. Here on the YouTube, it's a bit chilly out this morning. Tommy Chesh says, "Yeah, it's like I got two shirts on it, not shirts, but two things on today. I got a light hoodie and a long sleeve under here." I'm like, I told my wife yesterday. I walked down on the deck and I'm like, it's crazy. You could feel it. This is I think fall hits Ocean communities first for whatever reason. I don't know why, because then I'll go back to the city. And it'll feel like the middle of summer in September. But the last few days out here, we're walking out on the deck, you just feel the air's a little crisper. It's definitely chillier. You don't feel like you could go in the ocean as much, but we will. We absolutely will. How's that Theo Von interview? Why are you making me mad? Theo Von, who used to do my radio show, Theo Von, who would come in and talk about finger strange women in their apartments. There was some kind of thing. And he tried to claim it wasn't sexual. Like, he's a weirdo, man. He was a weirdo that did great radio for me. He was on my show a lot when he was first starting out. Fast forward, he's sitting there looking like an idiot. Because I guess when you interview like a very important person, you got to put on an awkward suit. I never understood that. So there's Theo Von in an awkward suit. I don't know if he was wearing a tie. I don't know. And he's interviewing Trump for an hour. And then he interviewed Bernie Sanders last week. And who did I interview recently? Ron the waiter. Oh my God, what happened to my career? Theo Von talking to Trump in an awkward suit, and I got Ron the waiter telling the same goddamn story every time he comes on here. But thanks for bringing up Theo Von. I want to tell the world, I'm like, this guy would come on my show and talk about finger women in like Upper East Side apartments in New York, where the women would set up a nest, and his whole job was to get in there. And then he tried to claim that it wasn't sexual. And then one time he ran off my show because he did too much, he did too much of something that makes you a little hyper, let's just say. And he just left the show. He was out of his mind on my radio show. I don't think he ran out. I'm getting that confused with, Artie Lang. When Artie Lang would come on, and you would get like 10 great minutes from him. And then next thing you know, you're like, where's Artie? And he just would run away. Otto and George, he would just run away. Otto was one of the funniest guys to ever do the Opie and Anthony show. And we would get him at NEW, and things would be going great. And the next thing you know, something would happen in his head, and he would literally leave in the middle of everything. And we're like, where the hell did Otto go? But he had the itch. I think he had the itch that he had to take care of. So, I don't know. 60 degrees in Alabama. Oh, well, damn. Oh, would you take an interview with Trump? Yeah, I guess I would. Sure. But, these questions are stupid because, I can't even get Theo Von on the I can't get anyone on the stupid show anymore. So, these questions are stupid. Old Mikey had the gorilla tape on last night to keep his member from being shown at all. Oh, yeah. Oh, you Scott, come on. Michelle's not a dude. I said, just prove to me Michelle's a dude. It was fun on Twitter yesterday. No one could prove it. Literally, no one could prove it. There's a hospital record for the Michelle Obama where they say, yeah, this is a broad. Okay, yeah, I mean, she's a bigger broad. Sure, she's a bigger broad, as my brother would famously say, and I'll say it another 10 times because I love it. She's a handsome woman. She's a handsome woman. But there's hospital records that basically say, she was born abroad. For a couple that pushes global warming and sea level rise, they sure like houses right on the beach. They sure do. The Obamas don't trick me. They are uber rich. And then they talk to their people, that are trying to make something of themselves. God bless the message, but I mean, it's coming from people that are very, very, very rich, that fly around on jets, and they don't really want to hang with the little people. Of course not. Of course not. It's all garbage. The whole thing is garbage. Good morning, Open Heathens. Aunt Esther, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you. Opie, how did you not kill your parents? Andrew Dice Gatt. I don't know what that. I don't know what that means. If you want to explain, I'm all for the explaining. Okay. All right. Morning, Open Squad. Spending a few hours in New York City today before heading to Dublin to watch Florida State football. Wait, are they doing that? Where they take games away from us in America and they put them elsewhere. God, imagine being like a football fan. You only get to see your team, if they don't make the playoffs, you only have 8 chances to see your team in your city. And then the NFL is like, well, we want to expand. So, the Eagles, I don't even know, if the Eagles are doing it this year. The Eagles, we're going to have a play in Egypt. I'm like, that's one of our games. You can't do that to us. Oh, they do it to us. So enjoy Florida State in Dublin. Is it a real game or is it a preseason game? Is college football revving up? I think it's revving up, but it hasn't started yet, right? All right. John Courts with the $4.99. The debates should be crazy. Yeah, I mean, at this point, Kamala Harris can't do anything wrong. The DNC it's just a rah thing. It's fun. It's fun. It's so much fun. It was fun to see Nancy Pelosi chewing on her own teeth last night. What is up with that? Oh my God. And then the guy that was in charge of the roll call, he was fun because he was a bit it was I noticed when people speak a little differently. Let's just put it that way. And that makes it fun too. The theme last night was fun, but after the DNC, then it's not fun anymore, man. Then they got to get into some serious campaigning. And they gotta they gotta convince the swing states that you need to vote for me and not him, or for me and not her. Stupid election comes down to what? 3 states: Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. What's some of those other swing states we got? But anyway, he also likes to hot tub with. Oh my God! I don't know any of this. Oh my God! I don't know. All right. Oh, super sticker. Oh my, I just got a super sticker from Tazimba. How do you say your name? I see you on my thing. I appreciate your support. I definitely appreciate a $6.99 super sticker in Zaz. Wait, you're another South African? You deal with the Zaz? Tommy Festa, overrated Italian food. Ha ha. Carl, the best advice I ever got from Carl, he's like, order the thing they're known for. I would always go off menu and it would drive him absolutely insane. Like I once went to John's Pizza. John's Pizza is one of the best pizza shops in all of New York City. Although we went there, a few months ago, the pizza was still outstanding, but I thought it dropped off slightly. I'll be honest with you, it dropped off a bit. But when people ask for some of the best pizza places in New York City, John's Pizza is definitely up there. And, I once went there with family to try out the John's Pizza, right? And I ordered spaghetti and meatballs. And everyone looked at me like, we're here for the what are you why are you doing this? And I would do that with Carl all the time, too. Opie, no! He would just get so mad. I'm like, what? I like what I like. He's like, yeah, but the main rule of being a foodie is you order what they're known for. So basically, if you're in Italy, I guess you don't search out a sushi joint is my point, right? All right. Donald, what are you doing, Donald, giving me $20? Morning. Oh, it's been a while. Donald Bruce, what's up, brother? Thanks for the $20. I swear to God, because you just gave me $20, it will motivate me to do like one more of these. One more. Like I'm day to day. But if all of a sudden, like I turn this off and I go, oh my God, I made some decent pocket money today. Then I'm like, all right, I'll do another one. That's sort of where I'm at in my career right now. Yes. But I'm trying to think what else is going on in the world. Football's right around the corner. Baseball, I guess, is exciting if you're into baseball. College football's starting up. Fall is in the air. The pumpkin spice latte is starting to make its ugly fucking appearance all over the place. And then we all have to make believe, oh, we love the pumpkin spice. If you loved it, you'd be drinking it all year long. You don't love it. There are things we make believe we love in America especially. And one of them is pumpkin spice latte. And the other thing we make believe we like is turkey. We don't like turkey. We don't even think about turkey. So as soon as like, I don't know, the leftovers are done with, we don't even think about turkey. Oh, we see it in the supermarket. They got like 2 turkeys just sitting there thinking, well, some dummy's going to think that they want another Thanksgiving in the middle of August. No, we don't like turkey and we don't like pumpkin spice latte. Hoo-hoo! Robin, I invented pizza and they ripped me off. Oh, God. And then Howard Stern is interviewing like the biggest podcast in America, the Smart List people, who I kind of like their podcast, to be honest with you. And who did I interview recently? Ron the Waiter. Jesus. You really need to point and laugh at me. It's gotten bad. I'm not going to lie to you. It's gotten bad. To see Theo Von looking awkward in a stupid suit, asking dumb questions because he doesn't really know how to interview anybody. The beauty of, Theo Von. Theo Von is absolutely one of the great podcasters out there. Of course he is. When he's just babbling about weird shit, like a fucking talking about his wood shirt or having a friend that was a pedo, weird crap that's in his head. That's all fun. But he sucks at interviewing. So he's just awkward in an awkward suit, trying to come up with decent questions for Trump. Are you bitter up? Yeah, I'm a little bitter. Yeah, I think I am. But I also could tell it like it is. Check out the empties, man. Good morning. Hey, Jack James. All right. Thank you, brother. And thank you for the $1.99. Oh my God. Am I making some pocket money today? That's crazy. Kids and parents going over teachers assigned like it's a draft day. Oh yeah, man. I mean, we got, that's every day they're checking their email, which teachers they're going to have, hoping some of the asshole kids aren't in their classes, all that's going down as I speak. Yes. Tommy Festa, he's in Rome, but it doesn't stop him from promoting my stuff. He writes, make sure to check out Opie's other podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. Funny, fast clips from then and now. Make you laugh. Thank you. Now that means I got to make another one, Tommy. Thank you. The only person that cares about my other podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, is Tommy Festa. And I honestly think at this point, I'm putting out episodes just for him. Yes. Beach bonfire weather. Oh, yeah, we'll get another bonfire in. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting czars, Minash. You're the only person that should be handing me czars, Minash. All right. But I think I need your help. What I mean, I've been watching the day and the sea, and besides the fun, I don't know what else is going on in the world. I like the Doug guy though. Doug is fun. Doug. They're just going Doug. He's like I just fell in love with this woman. He has a couple kids. He got divorced. And all of a sudden, he went on a blind date, and it's Kamala Harris. He's like, "All right, what's this broad about? They fell in love. Whatever. You can hate the Kamala Harris, but you can't hate the love this couple has." And next thing you know, he has to give up everything to follow her around the country. He was like a really good lawyer. And I think I want Kamala Harris to be president. Whoa. There's always a spin. Because in the end, I don't give a crap who the president of these United States is. But part of me wants Kamala Harris to be president. So poor Doug has to show off the Christmas tree for many reasons. A, because he's a Jewish guy, and B, because he's a dude. And man, I mean, I would, Doug, can I be part of your text group? Because I really want to see your friends beating the crap out of you when the day comes where you got to show off the White House Christmas tree. Oh my God. Can you imagine the text messages from his friends at that point in time? Good God. Yeah. Czars are my bit. I agree with you, Minash. You should give me a couple hundred czars just to prove that. Right, Minash? No, Minash does right by me. Nancy Pelosi is a transgender. I can't keep up with you guys. The only thing I got on Nancy Pelosi is two things. It looks like she's chewing on her own teeth all the time. And I just imagine what her gums smell like. All right. I know it's early. But these are thoughts. I really think that. I'm like, oh my God, what do you think her gums smell like? Jay, I understand, but I just try not to go there, Jay. I'm trying not to go there. I understand what you were saying. I knew what you were saying, but I'm trying not to go there, Jay. I'm trying not to go there. Scott Watson, fall's apple season. Pumpkin apple picking has begun. Oh my God. I get to break out my apple picking rant soon. I think I'm going to give it another couple days before I break out my apple picking rant. Because guess what? We're known for way out east on Long Island? Apple picking. That's right, apple picking. And if you don't go on the first day, I'll just tell you this much. Maybe I'll do the rant right now. I mean, maybe I'll shock the world and I'll do my apple picking rant now instead of in another week. If you don't go on opening day, then you're effed. You're effed. Don't wait. Because all of a sudden you'll see there's no apples on the trees anymore and you already paid your money and you're like, what the F? And you just follow the long line of people trudging along, making believe they're in the middle of the Adirondacks, but they're really on the side of a highway with cars going by with the exhaust, they're just breathing in exhaust fumes, following the masses to the last row of fucking apple trees, and everyone's on their hands and knees picking up the bruised apples that are left. Hey, man, you should have read the fine print. No refunds. It says it right there on the sign. No refunds. So I don't know what to tell you. Do you have apples? Well, I have apples, but there's holes in it where worms were eating them, and there's bruises on them. I don't know. You should have read the sign right there. No refunds. You want some apple cider? Because we love pushing apple stuff right now. No, I don't want your apple cider. Another thing that is very overrated, by the way, if we're adding to the list. So we got pumpkin spice latte, we got turkey, and we got apple cider. Apple cider is very, very overrated. Thank you. Tommy, pumpkin pie, roast turkey, Brussels sprouts, mashed potatoes in November. Cheers to you, Tom May. I used to hate the Brussels sprouts because my mom would boil them. My mom liked boiling vegetables. And another thing with the Carl, man, we went to a sushi joint in my neighborhood, and Carl's like, the only reason I'm here is, look, the sushi's fantastic. We're gonna have some sushi. We already know that's gonna be good. But this particular place is known for their Brussels sprouts. And I went, Brussels sprouts? I hate them. And then Carl famously goes, well, they hate you too. And then we sat down and I had the greatest Brussels sprouts in my life. I had no idea that you could like bake the shit out of them with all sorts of spices. And then they're crispy. The Brussels sprouts are now crispy. You chop them up, put them in a pan. You put all sorts of salt and pepper and a little oil on it and a little other spice. I forgot the spices. And then you get it all nice and crispy, right? And then when it comes out of the oven, then you drizzle some real honey on it, not the fake honey that comes in the stupid Bear fucking container. Because that's, I think, wait, I don't want to be sued by the honey people, so I'll shut my mouth. But I've been told over the years that a lot of the honey that we bring home is not really honey. You got to get the honey where the honeycomb is still in the fucking jar. That's when you know you got the real stuff. So you drizzle some real honey on top of the very crispy Brussels sprouts. Good God. That is my go-to side. Oh, you weren't asking all this? Oh, you weren't asking for cooking tips? But cooking tips do very well on the YouTube. No, it's my side when I get a nice steak. Yes. I stop with the turkey at Thanksgiving and switch to prime rib. Or a big fat tomahawk steak. Well, you're smart, Uncle Al. Or is it Uncle AI? It's all about the AI. So your name could be Uncle Al, or it could be Uncle AI. All right, I want to go already. But you just start. I know, but I want to go. I'm annoyed. Theo Vine. I can't even say his name anymore. Theo Vaughn. Sitting there in an awkward suit asking dumb questions to Trump. And I couldn't even get Ron the Waiter on my live stream this morning. Oh, I'm annoyed. Why don't you do a show? I'm doing a show, Peter Gallagher. This is a show. This is a show that people are enjoying, Peter Gallagher. I guess the thing out there is like, I'm not really doing a show or something. No, I'm doing a show, Peter Gallagher. There's a lot of good stuff in here. And no dead spots. You know, I used to meander, on my live streams. I was a meandering fool because I'm like, you know what? I just want to kind of hang out. And if something comes to mind that I could talk about, I'll do that. And then in between, I would just say hi to 20, 30 people. But I said it and I'll say it again. When I moved out here for the summer, I said to myself, why don't you make it more like a show? Am I completely committing to doing a show? No, and I don't know if I ever will. But I said to myself, why don't you make it at least more like a show? And look, the proof is in the pudding, as they say. I've done over 50 episodes from this deck. Sometimes it's raining. Sometimes it's cold as F. Sometimes it's windy. Sometimes my camera went flying off the deck. Umbrellas that are breaking as I'm trying to, block the sun. But I said to myself, when you're out there for the whole summer, make it more like a show. And I think we've accomplished that. My regulars have noticed that I upped my game dramatically. And you can see for yourself because every one of these is on my podcast feed, Opie Radio, and they're all numbered, man. They're numbered, starting at number 1. And I make the thumbnail, a sunrise over the ocean. So those are the sunrise shows. Huh? I'm smart. All my thumbnails mean something. I think my regulars have figured all that out by now. I hope so. All right. Can we go now? Apple cider donuts are the S. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Oh, Scott works at an apple farm. Sorry, Scott. I forgot. I forgot. Scott makes a fine living, at an apple farm. Some good side money. It's not his main gig. I'm sorry. And I'll be up there in the fall, actually, and I'll have fun. I will. Maybe I'll go up to you to do some apple picking. That's what I'll do. All right, I'll figure that out. Mike Opelka, love Stunt Brain. Oh, you and Theo Von still close? Didn't he start as meteoric meteoric rise on your show? Yeah. Yeah, man. Of course he did. Like, I think it was Roland. Roland booked Theo Von. He goes, "Hey, you want Theo Von on the show?" I go, "I don't know who Theo Von." I go, he goes, "Do you remember that MTV show? I forgot, Road Rules or something or whatever." I go, "Yeah, yeah. Oh, that guy, yeah, yeah." Well, he's he's starting a podcast, and he's a good stand-up comic. That's but at that point, no one knew him as a stand-up comic either. No one really knew anything about Theo Von, so we took a goddamn chance with the guy. And he delivered. To be fair, he delivered. There was no, I mean, maybe over the years, there were some charity cases where we gave some people a chance. And if you sucked, you weren't coming back. But Theo Von crushed. And then he came back. He did amazing radio for me. I would say he did at least 10 appearances on my show. And then, I got my, what kicked in. I got to start all over. I start a podcast. I start reaching out to some of these people that I gave a big fucking break to at the time. And one of them was Theo Von. And he said he would do my podcast. And then he canceled. He canceled last minute. Yeah, he canceled last minute. He said he wasn't feeling good or something. But then he did like important things. But he didn't do my thing. And I said, well, you did things. He goes, well, yeah. Those things I had to do, but your thing, I guess I didn't have to do because I'm sick. But you weren't sick enough to do. Yeah, I know. and then I reached out to another guy that, look, we were much bigger than at the time. That would be Bert Kreischer. I'm like, Bert, can you do my podcast? Starting out, I need a little help. I'm not going to lie to you. He wrote back. He didn't say no. He didn't say yes. But he did write, I'll always be a fan. These guys are fucking nuts. Thank you, Stump Brain. Stump Brain never forgot about me. He didn't forget about me. You put them in the oven with a bit of garlic and salt and olive oil. Yeah. Oh, the Brussels sprouts? Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to go. Oh, damn. GB Robodoc. Here's to Opie's thumbnails and robots. Cheers. You talk a good game with these robots. When are you going to fucking send one? Send me a robot to Gephardt's. I'll take any type of robot. I'll take any kind. Just send me a damn robot to Gephardt's. Because, we're moving the operation to the city soon. Instead of seeing this view, you'll see the view out my window, 500 feet above the streets of New York City. Oh, will I be changing my thumbnail at that point? Yes, I will. So my regulars go, oh, okay, these are all the episodes from his windowsill. Yes, I will. And we'll be doing some Gephardt's. But GB, man, all kidding aside, I greatly appreciate you. Thanks for the $10. Oh, look at Mike. Stunt Brain. I love when my people they get their claws out for me. He just writes, that pisses me off. Yeah, because Stunt Brain. Stunt Brain was in radio for a very long time. And excuse me, you give people a huge break. We were the big get. I know you look at me here and I barely comb my hair in the morning. I get it. But there was a time I was a big fucking deal. And when people came on my goddamn show, it made a huge difference. It got them numbers on their podcast. It got asses in the seats at their comedy gigs. And then, you fall on bad times. You have to start all over. And these people don't even know your name anymore. So thank you, Mike. It pisses you off, right? Especially Theo Von. Apples suck, especially the Big Apple. There's Ralph. Hi, Ralph. All right, I gotta go. All right, let's go to the phones. Oh, isn't that a fun gag? Let's try to knock down Ope because he went to the phones a lot on a talk show. Oh my God, any other dumb things from at this point? When did the show end? Over 10 years ago, dude. Dude. The show ended over 10 years ago. But, man, thank you for trying to knock me down a peg. Because you're sitting there watching this going, man, this is actually really, really good. What can I do? Because I don't want this to be really, really good. Let me try to come up with something that might get